finally, we got some rain. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I hopped out of the car here after coming home. You guys always see me when I'm dirty and dingy and unshaved and my hair's not combed. Look, I got a haircut, got nice clothes on. I can look respectable just like everybody else. Nobody thinks that, but it's true occasionally, you know. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about another one of my really good friends that I just hopped out of the car and I looked down and I just saw the most wonderful, beautiful sight. Such a happy sight. My Clivia miniata right here. Clivia is in the Amaryllidaceae family, the Amaryllis family. And it's from South Africa. It gets about, 1.5 feet, 2 feet tall. It has these wonderful dark green, almost leathery leaves. And it's exceptionally drought tolerant. It has these big fleshy roots, and it also harbors a lot of moisture, even in the leaf material and in the basal stem. A lot of material. It has a similar structure as just regular old agapanthus. But they come out in the flowers. Right now it's early March, so it's a late winter bloomer, early spring. And here's an example of a plant, in fact, an entire garden. If you're into no maintenance, then you just need to plant all my plants and walk away. And it'll look kind of like this. I need to get in here and take out this dead ginger. But I just thought about it, like here's my prime plant right in the corner here. And guess how much I've maintained this plant. And look, here's what I do. I throw banana peels into the garden because every little bit helps. But how much have I maintained this plant? Absolutely zero. Like here's the first maintenance I'm doing. There. But you can see you don't even need to do that really, because the plant looks beautiful all by itself with no care whatsoever. It's hardy to probably at least 25 degrees, and it will multiply every year by division. It'll just get thicker and thicker. Well, you can multiply it by division. It will actually split apart, and multiple plants will grow. The other way, and you see these are just getting ready to open here. And it's a wonderful cut flower to bring inside. In fact, the whole entire plant is wonderful to bring inside as a house plant. It does very well, really low maintenance. It does really well. A lot of plants don't like to grow in areas that are outside of rainfall because they don't get cleaned off from the rains. But this plant is indestructible, and you can put it in hallways where it hardly gets any water, really low light situations. It'll bloom in low light. So it's an incredibly versatile plant. And in the days, and you can see here, it gets some shade from this Paragibaea cocoides above it, but it does get quite a bit of sunlight coming in. And so you can see it's maybe bleached out a little bit from the sun. It would rather be in shade, but as you can see, it gets clobbered a little bit. Like there'll be days where it's 102 degrees and the sun's coming from down here in the late afternoon, and it's hitting this plant, and this plant's handling it. But it would look better in shade. Like there's one back in here that's in the shade I can see, and it's more perfect looking because it doesn't have any sun exposure. There's some real beautiful orange seeds of Chamaedorea microspadix. But back on point. So another way that you can reproduce this plant is from seed. Here are the seeds. Here's an early bloom that came out. Look how pretty this is. This is incredible. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I'm taking some close-up shots. Okay, I'm finally getting on Instagram. Well, I've been on Instagram, but I've been really lazy about posting stuff, and my little kids are like, you gotta post, Dad, you gotta post. My wife's like, you gotta post. I'm like, I lost my password. Anyway, she got it back. So look for me on Instagram. I don't even know. It's like, I guess it's Gary Gregg, or it might be True Plant Stories. How lame is that? I know, I'm a terrible marketer. But anyway, or Golden Gate Palms, it's one of those. Look on Instagram. I'm gonna have a beautiful photo of this very soon. I'll take all my still photos for you guys. I guess I can make videos there too. But I would take tell you what, I'll take one of these, this one down here. I'm gonna bring this in as an arrangement, and it's gonna be really beautiful, but check this out. This plant is actually listed as poisonous, but that didn't stop me from tasting it. Here's the seed, and it's really like, almost like a little miniature, I'm not sure if it's really a seed or a bulb. I'm not really a morphologist when it comes to plants, but like, they say it's poisonous. Don't do this at home, but it's kind of sweet. So, I don't know, you know? I mean, I wouldn't eat it, but I looked it up just recently and it said it's poisonous, so don't do that. But it is sweet. And it sure looks like it's being offered to animals for dissemination. And so, now inside of the beautiful red seed pod, you'll have multiple seeds or bulbs or whatever you want to call them. I guess they're seeds, but let's crush one and see. Yeah, well, see, it's fleshy though. It's super fleshy, almost like a bulb. See that? It's all fleshy in there. So, I don't know, somebody tell me, are these seeds or these bulbs? I guess they're seeds. Maybe there's an embryo in there, whatever. But you take these things, whatever they are, and you can go plant them. They're extremely slow. It'll take 5, 6, 7 years before the plant gets big and blooms for the first time. But here's an example here amongst some baby tears. Here's a little baby that came up undoubtedly from seed drop, and then also garbage in the garden. And then there's some more even little guys. We'll just pull it out. Look at this. Look how cute this is. With my frog. Look, it wasn't even in the ground. Like, the seed germinated down in the compost, and the root was finally finding its way into the ground. And there's a secondary, fatter, more succulent root coming out, even a third. So this will be, I'm just gonna kind of put it back where I found it, let it be happy, and just kind of, I'm not even plant it, just kind of put it down there, and I'm sure those roots will find a way. I got a little bit of something around the roots. But anyway, they're very cute when they're little, and that's a great way to propagate them. And as you can see beyond Mr. Frog, you've got beautiful Clivia. You can see when it's wet, it's all glistening. And just a wonderful plant for tropical gardens or inside your house. And like I said, I think I'm gonna take this in, maybe right now. See if I can just break it off. Usually if you just take them sideways, yep, there, see that? Sideways, like that. Now, I have a very beautiful arrangement that I'm gonna take inside, right there. Have a good day.